Right. Very good morning to you all. I think we were waiting for around 10 minutes, so I think we can start our lecture today. So today also, actually, I'm going to cover the balance part of the yesterday lecture, agripreneurships and extension, because yesterday we covered what is entrepreneurships and what are the characteristics of entrepreneurs and how we can identify entrepreneurs and what is the role of agricultural extensionist to identify the entrepreneur or agripreneur and how he can plan to develop agripreneurships programs and what are the programs we can implement in the rural area to develop agripreneurships within the rural farming community. So today lecture is actually the extension of that yesterday lecture. That means we will study a little further about the agripreneurship, right? Here actually we will cover the next step, marketing part of the or business part of the fundamental of agribusiness. Right. Actually, we know that how new business model is arise is mainly impact three parts. One is the there should have a capable farmers with the correct skills, capacities, and the suitable organization. So yesterday we studied about what are the skill should be available with the farmer or the entrepreneur. So what are the capacities and what are the organizations that can be influenced on developing the farm as a entrepreneurs. And then we just covered about what are the favorable environments that can be influenced on developing the new business or agribusiness, and the customer part, the business part also we will covered. Basically, actually, capable farmers, the customer, and the environment should be there to arise the business. After the business arrived, then it is develop some requirements for product management, marketing, and the financial statements. In coming slide, actually, I hope to go in depth about this product management, marketing, and financial statements. So actually, product management is a kind of selling a product that hold a unique benefit to the customer. So value proposition is coming here also. You should know about what is the product management and the marketing. After the farmer who decide to go for the business, he have to select what is the business, what is the product he is going to sell, or what is the service he is going to deliver to the customer. So actually there the marketing is coming the after the sales. That mean marketing mean actually that is ensuring that the product is actually reach the customer, coordinating product price, place mean actual distribution channel, and then promotion, that is called marketing. You have to match correct product, uh, correct price, correct place, and correct promotion strategies to capture the customer or consumer. That is called marketing. It is coming after the sales, right? And then we call is a financial statement. So the budgeting and the regulating cash flows and the income statement, profit and loss. These are the requirement arise after the business initiation. So first stage, the farmer want to start business, and then he have to decide uh, what is the product or service he is going to deliver, and then he have to identify what are the products and the marketing and financial uh, statements, right? Here actually, before that the farmer should have a kind of area to be covered, right? There are some key areas farmer should have in-depth understand about the about his business, right? We call which are as a elements to be considered of the business. What are the element he should consider, right? First one is the type of business. type of business, what the product is going to sell, or what is the service is going to deliver type of business. And the amount of money involves, that how much money he need to start the product, and what amount of money he need for the launching and come to the break-even points, right? Then the cost of getting into the business, the cost, there are numbers of cost factors and overheads are there, in the finance, or what are the costs that can be incorporated to the business, and what is the cost the farmer should have understand the type of business, amount of money involved, what are the cost factors, and what is the amount of the cost. And the fourth elements the farmer or the agripreneurs or entrepreneur should be considered is the time for the first income and the time for the break even. So that means, after the launching the product, so the launching the service, it is the basic time frame is go for the actually costing. Income is not much heavier. So it takes some considerable time to equalizing the cost and income. So that means we call that point is a break even point, right? So the how many days the farmer should have to wait to be break even. The farmer should have that kind of understanding. That element should be considered. And the potential profit. What is the potential profit he can generate annually? We are engaged in this business. And what are the other local businesses available? That means maybe competitors and maybe some other parallel businesses. And what are the locations? Where are you going to establish this business, right? Locations and the numbers of employees that may be needed, right? How many workers you want, how many employees you want, right? How many other support services you want. So have that elements that have to be considered. And the market where they will be selling, right? These are the main elements the entrepreneur should consider before initiates his business or his agripreneur activity, right? The type of business, the amount of money, cost factors, time for break even, potential profit, location for the business, and the employees, numbers of employees, and the market, right? This is the area strictly should be considered before initiate the business, right? Also, the role of the new extensionist. So as a extensionist or as a business advisor, as a supporter to the agripreneur or farmer, so he can advise on finding type of business, money, costing factors, the income, break even, and the location. So these are the area also the extension officer or the new extensionist can advise on entrepreneur, right? Right, these are the elements. Then we have to identify the type of businesses. What are the type of businesses available and what type of business he is going to initiate. So as example, I just put the single ownership business. So there are numbers of business types are there, private and proprietaries and single ownerships, private limiteds and PSCs. Numbers are there, but only just I mention as example here single ownerships, right? It is kind of simplest form of business that owned or controlled by the one person. So about that the characteristics of single ownerships, what are the legal boundaries available with the single ownership businesses, right? So as example, so as extensionist or new extensionist, he should identify maybe it's a cooperative or the collective business partnership approach, or what is the type. So that type have to be identified by the investor, or that means entrepreneur, and then also the extension new extensionist or heuristic extension part, right? Type of businesses. So where actually then as a new extensionist, he should have an idea to evaluate in entrepreneurs. So why this guys why this person is enter into the business. Why? Right? Normally farmers are happy to do with farming and just sell to their product to somewhere and then finish his business. But why he or she is like to enter? Right? Why? That factors, so that influence in reasons have to identify by the extensionist. So the reasons maybe vary the nature of reward. So here we can identify few of them. I have identified. The one is personal satisfaction. Some people, they want to do something different, right? They want to choose her own way to doing things and making his or her life. So personal satisfaction is one of reasons, one of rewarding factors that influence to the just farmer to become a entrepreneurs. And the some are just worried about the financial gain, right? That's a rewarding factor, the financial gain, because just farming is generating, if we predict the amount of money or amount of financial gain is always higher in the businesses than doing agriculture, than just doing farming, right? Therefore additional financial gain is there, so therefore the people are motivated to that gain. So that's the reasons the people are motivated to go with entrepreneurial activities. So see an opportunity to make profit on business enterprises. And the third one is independence, right? Independence. So seek the opportunity to make his own decision and to see he or to own target and standard. So because some people, they actually, it is parallel with the personal satisfaction. They want some independence. So that is why these guys are looking for entrepreneurial activities. And the self-fulfillment, so want to use his or his skill or abilities to more meaningful and more profitable way. Self-fulfillment, because some people are there, they are skillful with what is called with the farming, as well as they have enough amount of skills and capabilities to fulfill the business requirements. So that is why the some people are same time doing farming and also always they are worried about the business. So self-fulfillment, so personal satisfaction, financial gain, independence, and self-satisfaction. So this why these guys are going to business, that new extension should evaluate why these guys are going to business. It is vary with the people, but there are some reasons. So that guy should be capable to identify the reason when he motivating go to the entrepreneurships, right? Then actually the most important thing is the business idea. The business idea is one of most important thing to farmer to become entrepreneur. The business idea is a starting point of entire business, right? Starting point, right? It's a starting point. So therefore the defining or expanding business idea, that is one of critical. Therefore farmer or extensionist should identify very first or very very beginning of the this idea, that identify the product or service. He should identify, okay, this is the product I am going to sell, this is the service I am going to deliver, right? This is the product I am going to sell and this is the service I am going to deliver. First we have to identify the product or service. Then we have to define where is or what is our market. Maybe market may be where, that may be locations. Market may be what is, that's the who are the person or going to purchase our product. Market there is a two option. One is place and always the who is buying, customer, right? Define the market and identify their main competitors. So then we have to identify who are the competitors, who are the main 5 competitors who are directly influence on our sales, right? Identify the main competitors and what are the resources, what are the what is the amounts of money we want to initiate this business? What are the numbers of how many numbers of employees do we need related to labor, money, and other machineries, and that kind of resources. So they should have that understanding: resources, competitors, market, and the product and services. So this is the initial stage, starting point of the business. So I identify the business idea, right? Then I would like to go that business idea in depth, point by point. So identify the product and services. Actually, what product will the enterprise or farming operation will be offering to the customer or buyer? What is the product or service, right? And what are the main features of the products? Then we have to identify, okay, these are the main features. These are the features is not available with the competitors, right? That is the features, it is create additional benefits to me than the competitors, right? What are the benefits of that product will bring to the potential customers, and are there any additional service offered by the offered with this product? So these are the factors, these are the point in identifying product or service. So what is the product, and what are the main features, what are the benefits it generate to the customer, and what are the additional service offered with this product, right? Identifying the product and service. Then we have to define the market. So where is the market? That means the locations, right? Where is the market? These are locations, right? I even previous slide I mentioned market is we have two factors, two separate portion. One is the place, and another one is the customer, right? The collection of customer is also market, place also market, right? Where is the market? Which value chain? What is the value chain, right? It's the value chain. Which city, region, country, or continent? So we have to have that understand about our market, and who are the target customers. Who are the target customer? Then customer, collection of customer also we can define as a market. So who are the target customer, and what are their characteristics in terms of gender, age, ethnicity, and income? That is mean we normally know in marketing, which is called as a segmentation. What is the gender, what is the age, what is the income, what is the ethnicity, and what are the other behavioral factors. So we can segment it to which is called as a customer segmentation. So what are the characteristics? So before you launching the products, you should have this information, and you should have this understanding, right? When will the product to be sold, right? What is the time you should your product will be going to the market, and what are the season, what time of the day, sometime the dates, right? This information are about the defining market, product selling time, season, time of the day, right, and the date, right? You should have. And what will be the frequency of the sales? So the frequency, some products are there, it is selling only the harvesting time. Harvesting machineries are only selling at the time of harvesting. Then you have to wait another 6 months for selling, because is a season, time, date, and the frequency. So that frequency is every 6 months. Some products are there only one time of the year, so only season, only new year time, right? What is the frequency? And will the product be sold on time, regularly, or all year? So that understanding should be there. And then what are the term of payment? What are the term of payment? So how people, how customer can buy this product by direct purchasing, or cash on delivery, check. There are a lot of online payments, right? E-cash. What is the payment system? These are the factors you have to consider while defining your market. So where is the market, maybe locations and about customer and their characteristics, right? And the time of the product sellings and the frequency of the selling and the payment. This is about the market. Then you have to identify the main competitors. This is one of main important points, because people or farmers or the entrepreneurs, they are most of companies, most of small businesses actually is going to shut down or fail within 2-3 years. The main reason is they are not having the good competitor analysis. Sometimes they feel this is a kind of good product to launch to the market, and without worrying about the competitors, they initiate the business. Right after that, they have to face that competitions. So, but they fail that competitions. After that, they have to shut down their companies within 2-3 years. So this is one of main factor. Without analyzing the competitions, they enter to the market and they collapse within 2-3 years. Normally 75% of small businesses, SMEs, will collapse within 3-4 years, because one reason is not identify the main competitors. So competition, right? Who are the main 5 largest competitors in the markets? You should have that understanding, right? What are the main 5? What and where, how do these 5 competitors offer their product into the markets? How these competitors are, what are the products they offer, where they offer, how they offer their product to the market. So that all the information you should have. What are the main features of the products in competition? So you should know these are the features available with competitors. These are the features only available with me. That is, the feature is create additional benefit to the customer. So we call it is a value proposition. So I will come into the next slide. It's called value propositions, right? What are the main features of their products, and what are the benefit that they provide to the market with their products? So what are the additional benefit they create via their product? So this is called identifying main competitor. So otherwise we can call it as a competitor analysis, right? Competitor analysis. So that is one of main, right? Then farmer or agripreneurs or entrepreneurs should understand, should identify the resource he want to initiate this business. The resource he wants. So you know that people, which is called human resource, then money, which is called capital or so money or something, and the materials and the equipment, machinery, and the place. There are 5 M categories of resources are there. So that what are the resources he want? How many farmers or workers will be needed to produce the product and deliver it to the market, right? The labor portions. How many farmers or workers will be needed to produce the product, and what are the knowledge and skill would farmer or worker need to perform these jobs, right? The knowledge factor. What knowledge and what skill he need to deliver or perform these jobs, and what are the financial resources are needed, and where will the agripreneur find those financial resources, right? Where we can find what is the amount of money you want. We discuss about the as a feature money. Where you can find this money? Is go for crowdfunding, is go for donor organizations, so we go for go with investors, or we go with bank loan, right? We go with debt financings, or otherwise we go with our friends money, P2P approach. there are a lot of ways to find the money. So what is the amount of money you want, and from where you can find those money? There are a lot of options available to find the money. So that information should be there. Or otherwise, I have saving money to invest for my business. Saving money, bank loan from my friends, right? From investors for equity financing. So you should have this that idea about from where you can find this money, right? And what's material resources will the farmer need and where they can find, right? What are the material he want to develop this product? From where you can find the packing materials, from where you can find other inputs. So what are the suppliers, who are the supplier, where we can find, right, the resource, and which information resources does farmer need, and what the cheap source of this information. So where we can find the main buyers, that and information of the buyer, right, the information part. So these are the area about the resources, the labor, right, the skill and knowledge, and finance and materials, and the informations, right. Actually we can simply define as a 5M resources, right? 5M resources: man, money, right, materials, mechanisms, and machineries, like that. So 5M resources, that understanding should be with the entrepreneur before start his business. If he started without having that understanding, then after he start his journey, he travels somewhere, and then he have to stuck without having good supply chain, without having sometime good money, without having enough money, without having materials, without having people. They will fail. They will fail. Therefore, they should have this informations. Then what he should have to do is, actually we have to identify the what is the gap, right? What is the business gap he is going to fulfill with his product, right? What is the business gap is going to fill with his product? So what is mean by business gap, right? What is mean by business gap, right? You should know what is mean gap. Normally that when you study the market, right, you have to study the market, then you can identify the trends in the market, right? Okay, this is a growing market, right? This is a growing market. Sometimes the market is not growing, also it is not declining. It is a static market, right? Some are declining market. So you have to identify the trends in the market. Is it a growing market, or it is a stable static market, or declining market? Then what you have to do, you have to listen to the customer. Sometimes the customer survey, market survey, or go and talk with your customer, potential customer. Listen to the customer, then you can find what are their expectations, right? What are their concern about this product or service, right? What sometimes you can identify, okay, our competitors is delivering this product, but our customers are not happy. They dislike about their competitors, right? Right. If they dislike, that is the point I have to fulfill. That is how we can identify the business gap. Therefore, what we have to do is, we have to add that unsatisfied portions to our product. That feature should fulfill that dislike part of our customer, right? Listen to the customer, right? First you can study the market, growing market, static market, or declining market. Then you can listen to the customer. What customer required in term of product cost, quality, and the service you deliver, right? You have to listen to the customer. Then you can write, okay, the customers are expecting product in this cost, right? Sometimes the customers are like, oh, they are happy to pay that premium price for your product with this quality, and also they are expecting this kind of after services from the company, right? What are the services you can deliver, and identify customer need that are not currently being addresses, right? These are the point I am highlighting here. How you can identify the business gap. That business gap is the help you to generate your own product, right? One is identify the market, then listen to the customer, then identify the what in terms of product cost, quality, and service, right? And identify the customer needs that are not currently being addressed. There may be a gap. Everywhere is a gap, but the problem is the product developers are not identify this gap. So you should be a skillful persons to identify this gap and identify competitors' strength and weakness in order to identify the gap in their services that the entrepreneurs may offer, right? Identify competitors' strength and weaknesses, right? You should analyze the competitor. Okay, this area is strength, but these are the weakness point of this my competitor. So the weakness is my opportunity, right? Weakness is my opportunity for me, right? That is how you have identify the business gap and identify the area of specializations that entrepreneur competitors do not address. Area of specialization that your competitors do not address, and the define competitive advantage of the entrepreneur's product. This is the competitive advantage. These are the factors you should consider when identify the business gap, right? Identify market, listen to customer, and what are the product cost, quality, and service, and what are the area is not being addressed by addresses by the competitors, right? Identify or do a SWOT analysis for the competitors, find out what are the weakness area. This is how you can identify business gap. After that, after identifying that business gap, you can define your own value to the customer. You can define, you can deliver your own value to the your own unique value. Actually, it should be your own unique value. That is called value propositions, right? This is called value proposition. You are going to fulfill the gap in the market. It is already been not addressed by the competitors, right? This is called value propositions. Identify and briefly describes the unique value that bundle of products and services, right? You identify the gap in the business that competitors are not currently fulfilling. So that gap is fulfilling by yourself. That quality of your product is called value propositions. That value is help to fulfill that gap, right? It is called value propositions. The agripreneurs customers that competitors product do not offer, which is called value proposition. The competitor are not offering this value, right? Offer also a clear explanations of the product or service, right? It's give an indications the way which product differ from alternatives on the markets, right? That gap is already, it is we are going to fill that gap. So the reason why customer would prefer to prefer this product over the competitors products, right? Why customers are happy with our product? Because we can fulfill the gap, business gap available in the market, which is called value proposition. Then we can create demand for our products. Otherwise, if it is same as a competitor product, what will happen? The competitor will go with the loyalty products, and competitor go with the low cost product, and competitor go with the branded product, like that. because if you can keep some additional value proposition in the market, so then customer will attract you, right? This is how value propositions is important in developing entrepreneurships or agripreneurships in the markets, right? Then you have to identify as extensionist, client customers, right? So clients customers. So my client is the agripreneur. Imagine I am a extension officer or floristic extensionist. I am helping for the entrepreneurs. His customer is called client customer. Client's customer. My client is the agripreneur, and his customer we call client customer. How we can identify? There are numbers of type of different type of customers are available in the markets, right? One is very basic. One is farm gate customers. You have farm, right? You have farm. The customers are come to your farm and directly buy from the farmer. We call it a farm gate, but because they can buy their product on cost, not with additional profit, because there is no any other value chain partners involved. They can the cost is comparatively very low than the market. Therefore, farm gate customers are there. Directly buy from the farm or farmer, and they are actually convenienced for the farmer. Has no additional marketing cost, loading, unloading cost, and no problem in reaching agreement with other members of marketing group before the sales is made, right? Farm gate customers. So this is one category of customer you should identify, the client's customer, right? Another one is customers in informal market. Customers in the informal market, right? Informal market actually is include local assembly of the market. So some people in the local area, they get together and sell, right? Get together and sell. Local assembly where the farmer sell to the trader, or informal wholesale market, and the informal retail customers. So the farmers in the area, they bring their products into the one assembly. Normal, as example, we can banana polar, and also the beetle fair, banana fair, beetle fair, like it's kind of informal markets. The local people who assembly with one place with their products, then wholesale marketers who come to their place and buy. Some informal retailers that Mudalalis come to their place and buy fish from the informal markets, right? Traders, wholesale markets, and retail customers. So which is called customers in the informal market. In developing countries, actually, informal markets make up more than 60 to 70% of the. It is more than it is covering around 75%, right? Huge part. That is why the government can't go with the taxations, and a lot of products are moving here and there without having taxation. So even Sri Lanka is informal market is contributing more than 50%. And the markets are formalization with the greater urbanization, increase the number of middle class buyers. That market, actually, that informal market gradually becoming formal, or we call it is formalizing with the developments. This is one of clients. One client is farm gate customer. Second one is the customers in the informal market. In the informal assembly market, actually, farmers and small local traders come get together and sell their product to the large trader, right? Even we discussed in the previous slides. In other words, that buyers in the assembly markets are trader, not individual customer. In assembly, they are not actually, there are individual customers or consumers But actually majority of that buyers are actually trader, in between trader, the value chain, in value chain actor we can cause they are the trader. They buy their product from the assembly and go to the retail, and then to the sell to the retail, or retailer come to the market and buy their product with wholesale price and take additional margin and then sell to the end consumer. So therefore, in the informal assembly, majority of buyers are not individual consumer, majority are traders. Many assembly markets are held only once or twice a week, and some are they are held in the harvesting seasons only, right? As example, I told banana fair, beetle fair, like that, right? Informal assembly market. Also there is another category which is called informal wholesale market. Informal wholesale market. Informal mean actually this is not formal. It is not procedure. They are not paid tax. They are not registered in any authorities, right? Just informal. That is why we call informal. Informal wholesale market. This is one other type of client. It is generally found in the larger town or cities, and the farmers are deliver product in bulk, and the retailer come to those wholesale market and buy bulk goods, and the retailer make into smaller, sell into their shops, right? Because wholesale market, they come to the wholesale. It's like a pitakotua, like petas. Actually, petas is kind of have formal, but it is majority characteristic is like informal. When importing, when pricing, when taxation, is look like informal. And informal retail customers, right? Informal retail customers. So this one is informal wholesale market and informal wholesale customers. And there are other clientele, other client customers are there. Informal, we call retail customers. Informal retail customers are actually consumers and small businesses. Normally, such as a restaurant, street food vendors, they come to the that place and buy their product. Informal retail customers, and who buy their daily or weekly supply of the food, and it is possible the farmer to sell in bulk direct to these customers. We call it informal retail customers, right? Retail, restaurant and street food vendors like. And the wholesale maybe try to prevent farmers from selling direct to the seller. So this kind of thing is also happening. Wholesalers are not happy to sell. They discourage farmer to go with the retail, informal retails. Then we go with we discuss actually these all are informal categories. They are not taxations, they are not paid tax, they are not registered, right? Informal market, informal assembly market, informal wholesale market, informal retail customers. Then we go to the farmers. So our entrepreneurs have formal market, right? They have formal market also. Formal market mean actually businesses, enterprises, economic activities within the agricultural and food sectors are structured, and they are monitored by authorities and also protected and taxed by the governments, right? Taxed by the government. So this is the formal market. So the difference between formal and informal is the structured market, monitored, and also taxed by the government. So some authorities are observing what is happening in the market. So supermarket, hotels and restaurant, feed markets, and selling to the governments, that producer, that entrepreneur can sell their product to the governments, right? Selling to the government. And the export market, these are actually structured. They are monitored by different monitoring and controlling authorities. And also that businessmen who generate money in this market have to pay tax to the government. So it is called formal market, right? Then I would like to go step by step about supermarket, hotel and restaurant, feed market, selling to government and export market. So you know actually why supermarket is actually have generated the reasons. You know that as a town grow, people want to buy in the convenience and one stop shops. That means the people stop in one place and they can buy all the available and what the product they want from one supermarket. A supermarket enable consumer to buy large variety of different type of good and services at the same time in the same place. That is why supermarket is there. Also, that supermarkets are treat into the middle and upper income categories in the society. Middle and upper income categories of the society, they are enjoying with the supermarket. So they would like to pay some kind of additional premium prices for the good quality. So therefore, food is attractively packaged and standards and also good qualities, right? We have to, at the farmer or the farmer entrepreneurs or agri entrepreneurs, have to fulfill this packaging requirements, standards, and the quality. In the developing countries, actually, supermarket, I told this is a higher and middle income countries, and also farmer can sell direct into the supermarkets, but they must meet the strict volume and the quality of the requirements. So even currently, Sri Lankan leading supermarket chains, Skills, Cargills, they are deal directly with the farmers and contract farming. They maintaining contract farming and the buyback system like things. The farmer can directly sell to the supermarket, right? The farmer produce their products. The productions which is having that qualities and the requirements supermarket want, they buy. Then the products who reject by the supermarket chains or those who are having not having qualities, and the farmer can send those products to the economic centers or local vendors or informal assembly. They can sell. So this is the importance of supermarkets in entrepreneur developments. And also, you know that even we discussed in the previous slide. So hotels and restaurants. So this is rising because that middle income category people, they are with the development of middle incomes, urbanization is happening, and also the people in the village area who are having some amount of money who are right to come to the urban or semi-urban area. So because of this urbanization and the general modernizations, the hotel and restaurant has arisen, and also it has influenced to the changing of the dietary passions or dietary patterns of the community. So that is why that hotel and restaurant rise. So consumer can buy. Consumers are buying higher quality products, food product, also buying higher value product, right? Not higher quality, always higher value product. Such as maybe vegetable, meats, dairy products, some processed food, and other agricultural, sometimes ornamental food, ornamental plants also, right? In this hotels and restaurants. So that segment can be covered by the agripreneurs. This segments and urban centers actually, we know that it's a large numbers of consumer who lifestyles involved buying meal at the restaurant in addition to the food they prepared at the home. You know, in the city area, there are some change in diet patterns and their behavior in patterns. So that that is one of business gap we can fulfill via the agripreneur approach. And hotel and restaurant pride themselves to serve customer with the food made with the fresh and high quality produce, right? That requirement have to fill by the farmer or agripreneurs, but there is a formal market option which is called hotels and the restaurants. And also with the urbanization and general modernization, another market is also rise, which is called feed markets. This is not only animal husbandry. Sometimes the with the urbanization, some people are happy to raise the animals as a hobby, or they are raising animal within the homes. So that market also that animal feed market is arise, right? Growing demand for animal feed product, new market opportunities. So livestock feed processor requires also uh, both carbohydrate and proteins in the feed of they develops, and good opportunity to grow range of crops and maize, soybean, supply this feed processor market. So that mean in 100 years back, actually we just feed for only for the humans, but there is now new market is arise. This is a formal market. It is called feed market. That feed market is for animal, just for animal husbandry. Also some pet industry is there. So this is that there are few parts. One is animal husbandry, raising animal for their takes their product directly, and ornamental purpose we are raising animals. So these two parties, their production and ornamental. There is some feed market, right? Another market is actually government or public sector market. So you know that government is one of major buyer of the products. Government is buying huge numbers of product actually for schools, hospital, and the prisons and the military. So there are numbers of the huge amount of agricultural products are buying by the government. So major buyer in the production, one of major buyer. So the what is called the entrepreneur should have understanding what are the products considered by the government sector, right? What are the products want to prisons, what are the products want to hospitals. So how we can capture, how we can apply for, how we can become a supplier of the government, how you what is the procurement procedures, and how we apply to the tenders, and how you make how you fulfill the requirements of tenders. And this experience and this knowledge should be there with the smallholder entrepreneurs also, or otherwise the extension officer, or the we call the new extensionist, should be aware with the government market and the procedures, and he can educate his clients about the way to improve, or way to incorporate, or way to enter the uh, government market. And the last one is the export market. We just actually we discuss about the supermarket, hotel, feed, and selling to the government. And the last one is that entrepreneur can think about the export market, right? How we can enter to the export market. Here he should think. Normally, actually, export trade in Sri Lanka is traditionally with tea, coconut, rubber, and coffee. Like a few product. Actually, we don't export nut and coconut cottons, but only coffee, only related to the tea, coconut, rubber, and some fiber products, and some other value-added products. So it is kind of traditionally where we serve in international market. But actually with the developments of ICT and e-commerce platforms and the online buying, and also changing with the behavioral pattern of the consumer, so we can now supply our product to or we can sell our product to directly via different e-commerce platform. So actually current consumer demand for the food products are rising, which is that means which retail outlets all over the world, they are happy to serve their customers, but same times they can buy their requirements directly from producing countries in the Asia or wherever they are producing, right? That that is one good opportunity now we have. So we can actually now think about how to engage with export market, right? Export market. This is the area actually I was discussing, identifying. Now actually first we identify business gap, then we identify how the value proposition, Then we identify where is our customer. These are our customer base, right? Restaurant, formal, informal marketing. These are the customer. These are the customers, right? Then you have to know about the viability of a business idea, right? First you think about our product or service, right? Then you identify what are the resources you want, and then you identify what are the things you want to consider, right? Then you identify the market. Then you go through different type of customers, and then you have to think about the viability of your business idea. It is possible, right? Ability of that enterprise to operate or complete effectively in particular market, or can we make profit? That is called viability. The business viability means that if can we operate this business in the market with making profit. We call it a viability. Business viable. It is viable. It is generating profit. We can do with our own the money we have, like that, right? This is a viability. You have to check viability of the business idea. This cover the expenses of manufacturing a product or delivering the service, or we are running the business, right? Then you have to think about is it generate adequate profit? Is it generate? That is called viability of the business idea. Is it make profit? Is it generate profit? What are the risks available with this business? What are the risk factors? Imagine some person who engage milk, cow milk producing or value additions. That is kind of huge risky business, because it can be contaminated, it can be polluted, and it should be should sell to the market immediately. It is perishable, right? What are the business risks available with this business idea? And the remain, it is viable in long time. It is viable in long term. Immediately short term it can be perform well, but in long run way, will it perform? You should know, the farmer should know this. It will remain viable in long term, and meet the goal set by the founder or owner. So we are putting some goal at the beginning. Okay, we vision within 5 years this business should be there. Shall we or can we achieve this? Right? These are the goal. These are the things you have to cover the viability of business idea. So that extensionist or new extensionist have to aware your customer about the viability of the business idea. He should educate him, right? You should know generating. Okay, we will generate this amount of money or this amount of profit. These are the business risks, and in long term we can go to this area, or in short term this is the risk, and if it is failed, we should not invest on this business. Like viability testing should be there. After that you have to do market research. Right, market research, business idea, will it successful or not? This is how you can find your business idea will success or not. So you have to do market research. So you go to your customers, target customers, then view the product and review the product, how customer target and view the product, and whether they would actually buy the product. Right, we have to do a research. You go to research and present your product to the potential customers and ask the prices, ask the quality, ask the taste, and ask their preference, which is called market research, and how much they would be willing to pay for the products, right? And any additional features they would like to see on the product. So this is called market research. So after market research, you present your product or service to the customer before launch to the market, and then you check with the customer what is their feedback, right? This is called market research. We go to the market, present it to the customers and ask this feedback, and then check the customers are waiting for this kind of qualities, this type of prices, and this kind of features. Do you have this type of this requirement of the customer, which is called market research, right? You have to do market research before launching the product. Otherwise, you have to it will be fail actually, right? Also, feasibility studies, actually, this is also like a market research. In the market research, normally worried about the market and consumer and pricing and other things. But in the feasibility, it is more wider than market research. In feasibility, it is study about your potential, your qualities, your resource available, your future plans, and your abilities, your strength, weakness, and your competitors and their products, and everything is covered by feasibility study. The feasibility studies is an analytical used to study the viability of business idea. In the business idea, you study little wider than the market research, same as the market research, but it is a little wider, and identify potential problems and opportunities, right? Identify potential problem and opportunities, and can determine the objectives. So shall we achieve this or not, or fail? What are the reasons? And the defining successful outcome, and assessing the cost and benefits involved in alternatives for solving the problem. In feasibility study, actually, in the market research, they just check about the market viability, right? In market research, they worried only about market viability. But feasibility study, they search about, they covered market viability, financial viability, technical viability, and management viability of businesses, right? They actually, in feasibility studies, the owner will be also have to answer the questions and their potential, their attitudes, their money. So therefore, feasibility is little wider than market research, right? Market study, right? Then key skills of you should know that this kind of skill do you have, or if not, you have to develop these skills to implement their business, right? One is business planning. Right? Business plan is a kind of document, right? You know that what is business planning. There you know value proposition, way of delivery to key customer, resources and partner need to deliver, and what are the basic income and cost, right? Business planning skill. And other skills, right? You should know about setting the goal and align with the value propositions of the business. So this is one of the skills, and identify value proposition and fit with the customer need, collecting, organizing, analyzing, interpreting information and situations, diagnosing problem, identify relevant cause for the problem, right? Evaluation, compromising the causes action to address problem, and predicting and forecasting. These are the skills the entrepreneur needed. He should be able to predict, and he should be able to forecast within 5 years what will happen to my market, or what will happen to my customers, right? Estimating the time and effort required to complete tasks. What time, how many labor days do you want to complete this order, right? Estimating time and effort required to complete tasks, and implementing and monitoring action and tasks. So then that is a skill, that implementation of that production, and you have to monitor the action and the task. These are the skill the entrepreneur needs. And then he should analyze the market, right? Entrepreneur need to be confident about the conducting market analysis. So market analysis means you have to find out what are the market opportunities, market trends, growth and potential in the market, and the major challenges and opportunities, and the realistic business opportunities in the market, right? Market analysis. And also he should have following skills. Calculation skills. So very best, very fundamental. This the calculation skills should be there. And product operations, so the products planning, operations, the on-time delivery of inputs, right? Product operations, and the managing equipments and labor, and the communication skill, negotiation skills, and customer relationships, and the marketing and sales. So these are the skill he have to develop, or he should consider, or he should hire people for to fulfill these skills on behalf of the entrepreneurs, right? He can do either way, right? And then training, developing the training program is actually, I just put this for to get idea, because sometimes entrepreneur have to, or the extension is to have to go with the training programs for the entrepreneurs, right? You have to identify what is training need and the task analysis we did in our previous lecture. And also, the person should be aware of bookkeeping skills, right? Bookkeeping skills, there are numbers of documents and book he should maintain, right? Purchases from suppliers and equipment, pay supplier invoice on time, right? Issue invoice to the customer, record cash receipts, conduct monthly reconciliation and bank account, petty cash fund, check, and financial statement. Numbers of books he should be maintained, because a lot of agribusinesses are failed in Sri Lanka or in other areas, in other countries. So region is due to lack of having a record. The record keeping is one of his skill. So he should aware about different type of record he should maintain with the business. And the basic financial skills, these are the skills he should know what is the financial goals, and how we can, what is the income and what is the expenses, do we go with the budget, where we can spend in, where we can generate income. So financial skill. And also financial management, right? The area he should worry about the savings, self-help groups, family lending, local money lenders, microfinance institute, bank, e-money, e-credit, right? These are the area entrepreneur should worry. And after that, he should go with the pricing of his product. So then he should select what is the pricing formula he's going to use. Maybe psychological pricing, demand-based pricing, experience cover pricing. There are a lot of pricing types are there. Cost plus pricing, right? I think you did, if you did in economics, you know this different type of pricing pattern. So then you have to select pricing, and it should be matched with the competitor. It should be competitive price with their value propositions. And then sales, then he go for sales, actually identify different type of agreement and the sales, and describe the contact sales, what is available, right? Sales forecasting method. These are the area he should read in the sale. And then actually also as an entrepreneur, he should worry about the risk available with his business, right? Risk available with business. Now he identify the market, he develop the market, he identify the customer, and he generate value propositions. After that, he make price and launch to the product to the market. But at the same time, he should be the person with the correct awareness about the risk factors available within his business, right? Within, maybe inside or outside, what are the risk factors, right? One is the production risk, maybe climate or environmental risks are there. It can be sometime, it may be we can predict, sometimes it's not predictable. So it is directly impact on the productions. And financial risk, the cash flow problem, maybe come to the fact that agricultural production. Financial risk, market related risk, some smallholder farmers face some difficulties, choice, and particularly about the market to serve. And the institutional risk, actually in agricultural scenario, that some price control, subsidies, and some authorities are directly involved in controlling some behaviors in the markets. Therefore, institutional risks are there. So therefore, the entrepreneur should have that understanding about the production, the different risks, production, maybe finance, maybe a market related or institutional, right? That is called risk analysis. And the record keeping, this one is actually is not the business record keeping in the production in agricultural record keeping, right? Basically, he should pre-production soil and tillage, seed, production activities, and the post-harvest, market transport. This type of record also he should maintain, right? Soil condition, started planting. This for just I put for your information, right? Financial record, invoice, receipt, cash book, and this. These are the things actually I just want to cover today, because yesterday we covered about the basic about entrepreneurs, and then we started the business. Today, the type of business, what are the elements you want to consider. We covered the elements, and then we identify different type of business. Then entrepreneur can go the selected business, and why the entrepreneurs are going to initiate, because of these psychological reasons. And then we have to define our business idea, right? Then you have to identify your product or service, and then you define your market, and then in-depth analysis of competitors, and then you identify the resource you want related to money, human, material, machinery, methods, like that, the resource available. And then you have to identify the gap in the business or gap in the market. That gap is filled by using the value proposition, which is called gap filling behavior. So otherwise we call value proposition. Then you identify the different customers, farm gate customers, customers in informal market, informal assembly market, informal wholesale market, informal retail market. This is those are actually informal market. Then you go with the formal market. Formal mean actually structured and monitored market, and also taxed by the government, supermarket, and the hotels, and the feed market, and the government, and the export market. Then what you have to do, now you know about the customers, then you go with the viability of the business, right? Therefore you have to do market research. In here actually thorough understanding you can take via market research about the market. And also if you can do the feasibility study, market viability, financial viability, technical viability, and the management viability, you can check with your business idea. Then these are the skills you want to run the business. And then you do market analysis, and this is how you train your employees. And after that, bookkeeping is one of necessary area entrepreneur should do, and the financial skill and financial management. Then what you have to do is pricing your product, and then you go with sales. You sell to the market, and where you know about the different risk factors: production risk, financial risk, market related risk, and institutional risk. And here record keeping for agriculture, record keeping for finance. This is the things actually I want to share with today lecture, right? With that, can I